Your eyes are not just windows to your soul. They're a genetic fingerprint that reveals secrets about your ancestry, health risks, and even your personality. From the rarest violet eyes to the most common brown, each color has a fascinating science behind it that you probably never knew existed. So let's break down every eye color and what it really means for you. Let's start with the science behind eye color itself. Your eye color is determined by melanin, the same pigment that gives color to your skin and hair. There are two types, eumelanin, which is brown-black, and pheomelanin, which is red-yellow. The amount and type of melanin in your iris determines what color your eyes appear. But here's the interesting part. Your iris doesn't actually contain blue or green pigment. Blue and green eyes are created through Rayleigh scattering, the same phenomenon that makes the sky appear blue. Light enters your iris, and depending on how it scatters through the collagen fibers, different colors appear. Two main genes control most of your eye color, OCA2 and HERC2 on chromosome 15. But scientists have discovered that at least 16 different genes play a role in determining your final eye color. And if you've wondered why most babies are born with blue eyes, it's because melanin production in the iris takes time to develop, usually showing true color by 6 to 9 months. Now let's talk about brown eyes, the most common eye color on the planet. Around 70 to 80% of the world's population has brown eyes. If you have brown eyes, you have the highest concentration of melanin in your iris. Brown eyes are dominant across Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and South America. But having brown eyes comes with real health advantages. Studies show that people with brown eyes have significantly lower risk of macular degeneration compared to lighter eyes. The high melanin acts like natural sunscreen, providing better protection against harmful UV rays. Research found that brown-eyed individuals are less likely to develop melanoma of the eye. Additionally, some studies suggest people with brown eyes have faster reaction times and may be better at sports requiring quick reflexes. Moving on to blue eyes, which only about 8 to 10% of the world's population has. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Every single person with blue eyes shares one common ancestor. A genetic mutation occurred between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago near the Black Sea region, and this single mutation spread to create all blue-eyed people alive today. Before this mutation, everyone on Earth had brown eyes. Blue eyes contain very little melanin, which allows light to scatter and reflect back as blue. The highest concentration of blue-eyed people is in Northern Europe, particularly Finland and Scandinavia, where up to 89% has blue eyes. But if you have blue eyes, you're at higher risk for several conditions. Blue-eyed people are more sensitive to light and have higher risk of developing uveal melanoma. Research also suggests blue-eyed individuals may have higher tolerance for alcohol. On the positive side, studies found that women with light-colored eyes experienced less pain during childbirth. Green eyes are the rarest of the common eye colors, found in only about 2% of the global population. If you have green eyes, you have a unique combination of low melanin combined with a yellowish pigment called lipochrome. The combination of this golden pigment with blue light scattering produces that distinctive green color. Green eyes are most common in people of Celtic and Germanic ancestry, with highest concentrations in Ireland, Scotland, and Iceland. Green eyes are extremely rare in Africa and Asia, occurring in less than 1%. From a health perspective, green-eyed individuals share similar risks with blue-eyed people. Increased light sensitivity and higher susceptibility to sun-related eye damage. Interestingly, green eyes are more common in women than men, though scientists aren't entirely sure why. Hazel eyes are found in approximately 5% of the world's population and appear to change color depending on lighting conditions. If you have hazel eyes, you have moderate melanin combined with Rayleigh scattering, creating a multi-toned appearance that shifts between brown, green, and gold. Hazel eyes contain more melanin around the outer edge and less in the center, creating that distinctive burst pattern. People with hazel eyes are most common in European, Middle Eastern, and Brazilian descent. The color-changing ability isn't actually the eye changing, it's how different lighting interacts with melanin distribution. Health-wise, hazel eyes fall between brown and blue eyes, offering moderate UV protection. Amber eyes are often confused with hazel, but they're distinctly different. True amber eyes are solid golden, copper, or yellow-brown without green or brown flecks. This color comes from high concentration of lipochrome, with very little eumelanin. Amber eyes are rare in humans but common in animals like wolves and cats. In humans, amber eyes are most frequent in Asian, South American, and South African descent, occurring in less than 5% worldwide. Gray eyes are among the rarest, occurring in less than 1% of the population. If you have gray eyes, you have even less melanin than people with blue eyes. The gray appearance comes from different collagen distribution in your stroma. Gray eyes are most common in Northern and Eastern European descent, particularly Russia, Finland, and Baltic states. Gray eyes can appear to change color more dramatically than any other eye color, looking blue, green, or even light brown depending on lighting and clothing. From a health standpoint, gray-eyed individuals face the highest risks associated with light eyes. Red and violet eyes are the rarest and almost exclusively associated with albinism. People with albinism have little to no melanin production, making blood vessels behind the eye visible, creating a red or pinkish appearance. You might have heard Elizabeth Taylor had natural violet eyes. This is actually a myth. She had deep blue eyes that appeared violet under certain studio lighting. True violet eyes from albinism occur in fewer than 1 in 20,000 people. People with albinism face significant health challenges, including extreme photophobia, and often have vision problems including nystagmus. Heterochromia is when a person has two different eye colors, affecting less than 1% of the population. Complete heterochromia is when each eye is completely different color. Sectoral heterochromia is when one iris contains two different colors. Central heterochromia is when there's a different color ring around the pupil. Heterochromia can be genetic and harmless, or caused by injury, disease, or medications. Medical conditions causing it include Horner syndrome, Waardenburg syndrome, and Fuchs heterochromic iridocyclitis. If you develop heterochromia later in life, see an ophthalmologist immediately. Can your eye color actually change? For infants, yes, true eye color develops over 6 to 9 months. For adults, eye color can change slightly with age, becoming lighter due to pigment degradation. Certain medications, like glaucoma drugs containing prostaglandin analogs, can darken light-colored eyes permanently. Eye trauma or inflammation can also cause permanent changes. If you notice sudden changes in your eye color, visit your eye doctor immediately. Understanding eye color and health risks is crucial. If you have light-colored eyes, you face higher risks of age-related macular degeneration, uveal melanoma, and light sensitivity. Studies suggest you may also be at higher risk for type 1 diabetes. If you have dark-colored eyes, you have natural UV protection and lower rates of eye melanoma. However, some studies suggest dark-eyed people may have lower pain tolerance and could be more susceptible to cataracts. Finally, eye color genetics is complex. At least 16 genes contribute to your eye color, which is why two brown-eyed parents can have a blue-eyed child. The OCA2 gene controls about 74% of eye color variation. When predicting baby's eye color, you can only calculate probability, not certainty. Your eye color is far more than aesthetic. It's a roadmap of genetic history and a predictor of health risks that can help you take better care of your vision for life.